Let's not have America go bankrupt with waste and fraud. So that's what I'm here for, and we're making good progress. The waste and fraud in entitlement spending, which is which is most of the federal spending is entitlements. That's like the big one to eliminate, because that's the sort of $500 billion, maybe $700 billion a year.
Well, there you have it. Elon Musk just said it out loud. He thinks Social Security and Medicare are entitlements that are making America go broke. And people, they are not having it. But before we dive into the reactions, welcome to Trending Pulse Worldwide. And if you're new, kindly consider subscribing because we cover the stories everyone's talking about. Now, let's get into this one.
So it's been reported that Social Security has not missed a payment in 80 years, but the benefits are going to be stopped next month. They're saying from 30 to 90 days, 3 months. Security Commissioner Martin O'Malley is warning people to save their money up because they're not going to receive any Social Security benefits. And let's thank Elon Musk for that. He's the mastermind behind this situation. He's bringing a disturbance to the people that do have Social Security. And may I ask why? What's the reason? The government deficiency system is going to collapse. And that's what's going to cause the disruption of Social Security benefits. How do y'all expect people to save when y'all giving the bare minimum? This could go real bad for the elderly or whomever's on Social Security benefits. This won't affect people that's employed. I just need some type of understanding on what they're trying to do. 30 to 90 days, that's a long time to be without money. I have my very own personal grandmother that gets Social Security, and she gets the bare minimum. So to cut the benefits, she's definitely going to be without. And she's 93. She can't just go get up and work. She's too old. I just know she won't take this lightly. This could go really bad for the Americans.
So Musk is basically saying that Social Security and Medicare are handouts and that they are fraud draining the country's finances. But is that the whole story?
Looks like Elon Musk has fired the first shot at Social Security. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he bald-faced said that Social Security is just a Ponzi scheme. When they start making comments like that, they're starting to try to discredit it so they can be justified for coming after it. But yeah, now so we know. That's just his telltale sign that he's coming after Social Security next. And then when Joe Rogan pushed him on it and asked him to explain, he just started scrambling. I mean, the stuff he was saying made no sense. And you could tell he wasn't used to pushback, so it stunned him, and he was just scrambling, just grabbing for words, just grabbing for words, trying to make something sound, intelligent and accurate. But there's no substance behind it because everything is just, you say it's bad, you claim it's all fraud. So when you go after everybody say, yeah, you got the fraud, y'all getting played. I don't know how many times people got to tell y'all, you getting played. Of course, he's going to come out with a problem with it at first so he can justify anything he's finna try to do. And the real sad part about it is, this is just how simple this so-called Social Security going to take the United States into bankruptcy. This is the simplest solution. And it's so simple till it's really diabolical that people are trying to do everything in their power not to do the simplest thing. And the simplest thing is making the 1%, making the wealthy pay their damn fair share in taxes. That's it. If they paid their fair share taxes, if they stop getting all these tax breaks, if they stop getting all these, buyouts and stuff, pay their fair share. Social Security will be secure for generations to come. And because they're trying to do everything they can to not pay their fair share, they come up with all these elaborate so-called boogeymans. Now Social Security is the boogeyman. Veteran benefits is the boogeyman. Medicaid, Medicare, the boogeyman. Everything that helps the working class is the boogeyman. And if y'all can't see through this, and now that some of y'all are even seeing through it, they just getting up and walking out on y'all.
According to reports, Musk has stated that he does not intend to cut benefits but aims to address waste and fraud within these programs. However, critics argue that such measures could still lead to reduced support for those in need.
Elon Musk wants to cut Social Security and Medicare. He calls them entitlements in this interview. Let me explain something to you, Elon. People pay all of their life into Social Security. It is their safe haven when they get older. There's a lot of people in this country who paid 30, 40 years into Social Security. They are entitled to it. I don't think you understand entitlements. They are entitled to it. Same thing with Medicare. People pay into that system through taxes as they work for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Bro, just stop. And then at the same time, you're destroying your own company. Tesla has dropped by damn near 50%. And on top of that, he starts almost crying in this interview when Larry Kudlow addresses the fact that his businesses are falling apart because what he is doing with the Trump administration and Doge. And he says, I'm just trying to make government more efficient. How are you going to make people more efficient by taking away something that they paid their entire lives into and expecting to have in their golden years? How are you going to do that, brother? The last thing that I want to say about this entire situation is it's going to be the red states that is going to hurt the most from all of this.
So let's get this straight. Elon Musk thinks Social Security and Medicare are draining the country, right? But the reality is people paid into these programs their entire working life. These aren't freebies. And now, as he's out here making these claims, his own business is taking a massive hit. Tesla stocks down nearly 50%. If that's not karma, I don't know what it is. And did you all catch that interview? Musk looked so stressed. The interviewer kept pressing him, and at one point it even seemed like he was about to crack under the pressure. Maybe he's realizing that when you mess with people's livelihood, they are going to fight back.
So Elon Musk didn't know that children receive Social Security benefits. And y'all are on here saying, yes, cut Social Security. It's wasteful spending. Children receiving their parents' Social Security is wasteful spending.
Folks, there's been a lot of coverage about Elon Musk getting access to our sensitive information at the Social Security Administration, but there hasn't been as much coverage about what Elon Musk wants to do to Social Security. He believes that it's a Ponzi scheme, and he wants to privatize every aspect of Social Security. One thing that he's doing right now is that he's trying to outsource all of the call centers that seniors rely on when they need something from the Social Security Administration, like if their check is late or if they have a question. He wants to outsource it to private companies. Before I worked in Democratic politics, I used to work at call centers. And the only way that I was judged for my job was how quickly I could get someone off the phone. It wasn't whether or not I had helped them. It wasn't whether or not they were satisfied. It wasn't whether or not I had advanced the corporate brand. These private call centers just wanted to get people on and off the phone as quickly as they could so they could squeeze another dollar out of their clients. I worked for AT&T and ESPN the magazine and a bunch of other companies. My goal was get them off the phone as quickly as you can. Now imagine that happening to a senior, somebody who is living on limited income, who relies on their Social Security check, and because it's late for one reason or another, one of those reasons might be that Doge has made stupid cuts that have delayed checks to people, and they're trying to figure out how to pay their gas and electric bill. They're trying to figure out how to survive, and now a private call center is just trying to get them off the phone as quickly as they can. This is why you can't let government be run like a business. This is why we can't let out of touch and corrupt billionaires like Elon Musk make decisions for our seniors, make decisions for the most vulnerable in our society.
Now, this whole situation that Musk wants to privatize Social Security is very crazy. Like, think about the elderly people, the disabled, the vulnerable people who rely on this benefit. You know, privatizing Social Security means turning it into an investment scheme. And you all know how that goes. The stock market crashes. Boom! Your retirement savings gone. And let's not forget, Wall Street already has enough control over people's lives. Do you really want to hand over your safety nets too? This whole situation is a mess and people are rightfully furious. And it's clear Musk is feeling the pressure. And now we are left wondering what is next. So, what do you all think about this whole situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more trending stories. I'll see you in the next one and thank you for watching.